An unusual turn of events this morning before an announcement is made official by Metrolinx. The mayor's office this morning confirming that there's an agreement between GO and TTC. Mel?
Yeah, that's it, Kev. And then ultimately it would save the rider half the fare on the TTC. So this is an interesting one. Our Tammie Sutherland is standing by getting a whole lot of reaction from people who are, I'm going to assume most of them are happy about this one. Tammie.
Yeah, you can definitely bet that they are definitely happy about getting a discount on their TTC fare as well as their GO Transit and Up Express fare. Now, the official announcement is set to be made this coming Friday by the Premier, but what we do know from the Mayor's office so far is that TTC riders who are transferring to GO Transit or the Up Express will get $1.50 off of their fare. Same goes for any GO Transit or Up Express riders who are now transferring onto the TTC. They'll get $1.50 off their fare as well. And this will not affect the TTC's budget at all. It's expected that the province will be announcing that they will reimburse the TTC for this discount as well. And we've been speaking to commuters up at the Ajax GO station who say that this discount couldn't come soon enough.
Oh, that would be great, because it's really expensive right now to take both transits to get to work.
Well, I take them almost every day in the month, so that would add up considerably. On the service level, that sounds like a great idea, and considering especially the wide amount of people that commute, that could save a lot of people a lot of money.
Now, the Mayor's office did send us a statement saying we have never had an agreement on fares before. This is a good step in the right direction towards Smart Track. Ultimately, this agreement will mean if you ride a mix-up of the TTC, Up Express and GO to get around Toronto, transit will now be less expensive. That was from Don Pete from the Mayor's office. Pete also telling us that this discount is likely to go into effect by the end of the year. Mel, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you so much for that, Tammie. And the GO Transit discount comes as the provincial Liberals gearing up for next year's election. The federal Liberals also working out the kinks for a major election promise, and that is legalizing marijuana. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has proposed a 10% tax to all pot sales, with the money going 50-50 to provincial and federal governments. However, premiers across the country are calling for a higher share because the province is responsible for regulating and enforcing the new rules. Trudeau says negotiations surrounding pot rules, regulations and taxes are still up for debate, but emphasizes that legalizing pot is not about the money and the priority is keeping the drugs out of the hands of children. Survivors of the Orlando Pulse nightclub shooting, one of the worst in U.S. history, they are in mourning after similar attack in Vegas. Church bells rang 59 times in memory of the 59 people dying in the tragic shooting in Las Vegas. Among the attendees, survivors of the deadly shooting at a nightclub in Orlando, standing in solidarity. About 200 people attended the vigil in downtown Orlando. It was just over a year ago when Omar Mateen walked into the Pulse nightclub with a gun, killing 49 people, wounding 58. Mateen was killed in a standoff with police. Up until Sunday, the Pulse shooting was the deadliest in U.S. modern history. Well, happening right now, President Donald Trump taking to Twitter to express his happiness with yesterday's visit to Puerto Rico despite rallies outside of Trump Tower. So he tweeted this just a few minutes ago. A great day in Puerto Rico yesterday. While some of the news coverage is fake, most showed great warmth and friendship. About 100 people taken to the streets outside of Trump Tower in New York in support of the U.S. territory that was ravaged by a hurricane last month. Many of them critical of the president's for what they call a slow-paced recovery effort. These protests come after Trump and the First Lady flew to Puerto Rico yesterday to visit survivors and survey the damage. But his visit coming with some controversy. The president telling the U.S. territory that helping Puerto Rico after the hurricane, quote, threw the federal budget out of whack. He also compared the devastation from Maria to the damage to Katrina back in 2005.
Every death is a horror, but if you look at a real catastrophe like Katrina, and you look at the tremendous hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that died, and you look at what happened here with really a storm that was just totally overpowering. Nobody's ever seen anything like this. 16 people certified. 16 people versus in the thousands. You can be very proud of all of your people, all of our people working together.
And Hurricane Maria killing 16 people when it hit Puerto Rico. Parts of the country remain without power. The storm knocking down power lines and demolishing buildings.